Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam. At the time of the Prophet ﷺ, there was a young companion. He was very handsome and very, very smart and clever. And he used to go to the marketplace and he would sell products like dates and what is available. He would do that. At one time, that companion, while he was selling dates, there was a girl came to him. She was extremely beautiful girl, stunning, beautiful girl. She came, and in that time, that Sahabi, that companion, he thought to himself, he was conflicting himself. And then subhanAllah, Shaitan pushed him and whispered to him, tried to push him. And then he had that courage to tell her, listen, you're looking for a date, but what do you think about, I have better dates that you can get. She said, okay, that's great. Where can I get it? It's not here? No, well, that date is not here, but if you come with me to my house, I will certainly give you better dates. That what happened. She went, okay. She went with him. And then by the time they arrived at that place, his home, and they got inside. And then subhanAllah, at that time, the shaitan, when they are alone, they are just him and her, and he got weakened and he got seduced by the shaitan. And then he kissed her. Then subhanAllah, after that, something clicked his mind. Did I really? Did I actually did it? Did I really do it? Have I really done it? And then subhanAllah, he felt so much guilty and he was very regretful. And then he left her and he was run out. He left the place and she was left alone in that very awkward moment. And then what happened after that? Then when he went away, he was thinking, what can I do? I've done what I've done. And he was he felt that he was very regretful about it. So he wanted to purify himself. He wanted to purify and feel that, get rid of that guilt, to do something that inshallah subhanahu will help him to get closer to Allah and repent to Allah, turn back to Allah. He went to Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr, he's the best friend of the Prophet ﷺ. And he went to him, he asked him, I've done what I've done. I feel very guilty and I'm very regretful about what I've done. What would you advise me? He said to him, listen, you make tawbah, you repent to Allah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most forgiving, al-Ghafur Rahim. But then he left him, but he was unsatisfied. He wasn't really happy about it. He wanted something more. He said, let me just go to Umar. Umar is a strong man, he's very tough and he's very firm. He would sort me out and he would lash me, he would be very strict with me. That's what I'm looking for. He went to Umar. Umar, he's the second best friend of the Prophet ﷺ. So he arrived and he asked Umar, Ya Umar, I've done what I've done. He said the same thing what Abu Bakr said. Repent to Allah, ask for forgiveness, and then Allah subhanahu will forgive you. But this Sahabi, he's still not really satisfied. The guilt is still there, and the regret is still there, and he's still not settled about it. He's still not satisfied. He said to himself, let me go to the Prophet ﷺ. And he went to the Prophet ﷺ, and he met the Prophet, and he told him what happened. The Prophet ﷺ, he was displeased with what happened, and he looked away from him, and he did not comment. And that what made the Sahabi even feel even worse. Like, wow, the Prophet ﷺ, he did not comment. And he was extremely embarrassed. And the Prophet, he left him, he did not comment, nothing. That companion, that young boy, he left. And he thought to himself, I can't stay in Medina with that great shame that what I've done, and now everyone knows about it. So he packed his stuff, and he was going to leave Medina. He wanted to find another place. So when he was going to leave, then subhanAllah, someone is calling him. Come, the Prophet ﷺ, he wants you. Okay, maybe we'll bring some comfort. So he went. In the time he's coming to see the Prophet ﷺ, he entered the mosque of the Prophet, the masjid of the Prophet ﷺ. When he saw the Prophet ﷺ, he smiled. He thought to himself, oh, the Prophet now he's going to not going to only to lash me or punish me, he's going even to enjoy it. What is going to happen now? So when he arrived, the Prophet he told him that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed ayah about you. And this ayah, أقم الصلاة طرفي النهار وزلفا من الليل إن الحسنات يذهبن السيئات. That establish salah in the morning and in the evening, and إن الحسنات, the hasanat, the good deeds, they will wipe out and remove the bad deeds. And then he told him that you inshallah make 2 rak'ah, perform 2 rak'ah, then inshallah will be sufficient and enough for you. And that Sahabi, he asked question. He said, Ya Rasulullah, Is that just only for me? Is that only exclusive for me or for the whole ummah? He said, no, it's open for the whole ummah. It's not only for you. And that's my dear brothers and sisters. It's a great message. No matter how much you've done, no matter what sin you did, the greatest and the nearest door to you is your prayer, your salah. Your salah is your, inshallah, means to be admitted. Your salah is your wireless connection. Your salah is your ultimate salvation. Your salah is your, inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't ever cut off this connection with Allah. Don't ever stop praying. Whatever you've done, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most forgiving, the most loving, and the most merciful. As long as you try to be repent and try to strive on the truth and the haqq, and try to worship Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be accept you, inshallah.